Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked here at Puckett's every Wednesday night. We've taken a little break due to the winter storm and games getting rescheduled and canceled, but we're back here Wednesday night just as we've been since September, starting with the football season. Now we're in the basketball season. It's been a great Wednesday night. Every time we've had the players and coaches from the area teams up here, it's always been really cool to learn more about the players and the coaches that play more than sports. I think I was a former athlete. I'm Landon Sechrist. I graduated from Spring Hill High School in 2021, and I like to know more about people that play. They're not just people that dribble a ball or people that run a football on a football field. It's always important to know what is up. So tonight, for folks that are just joining the show for the first time, those that are here at Puckett's Restaurant or listening live on 101.7 WKOM radio, this Wednesday night show is kind of all-encompassing for the 4 area schools. This night is big school night. We also have a unit school night for the smaller schools in the area, but tonight we'll feature the larger schools, which is Columbia, Battle Creek, Spring Hill, and Mount Pleasant in the area. This is basketball season, so we're going to talk to the boys and girls teams, boys and girls coaches. That's one thing that we'll do. Battle Creek will be our first segment tonight. We've already got the Battle Creek coaches in the house. Super excited to talk to them here at Puckett's Restaurant. Also, another thing that we do on Wednesday nights that has kind of become a thing of its own is announcing our Player of the Week award on the Front Porch Sports Network here, along with 101.7 WKOM radio. We have a Player of the Week award that we give out every week. Depending on if it's a unit school week or if it's a large school week, we award a player that has the best performance over the past week or so. So this week we got some hefty candidates from all over the county. I'm going to read those off right now, and there's voting polls available on social media. If you're listening on the radio, please do not crash your car listening to me trying to go vote. Please stop the car and go vote on Facebook. That's where you can find the polls. But those candidates are as follows. On the boys' side, we got Jaden Wilson, the forward from Mount Pleasant. He had 19 points and 4 rebounds, along with 16 points and 4 rebounds and 2 wins over the past week. From Columbia Central High School, shooting guard Tay Moore, averaging 14.5 points over the last 2 games. He can shoot it. Fellow Landon Fox is this week's candidate for Battle Creek. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, 4 3-point makes in a game that we covered last night down in Hampshire. He pretty much shot the lights out down there. Shea Hamlin from the Spring Hill Raiders also can shoot it, had 17 points, made 5 threes in a win versus Creekwood earlier this week. On the girls' side, we got Kylie Martin, who is a fan favorite down there in Mount Pleasant. She was cooking. She had 24 points and 3 steals versus Collinwood. From Columbia Central, coached by Thomas Stanley, they got Natasha Barner, who's the point guard. She had 18 points, 3 rebounds, and assists, and 4 steals in their game last night versus Independence. That game was broadcasted on 103.7, our sister station, and also streamed live, just as a majority of our games are. From Battle Creek, we got Miss Justice Wade, who is a rebounding menace. In the game last night, she was grabbing some rebounds, and she's been doing that really, really well lately. 6 points, 11 rebounds is her stat line. A whole lot of offensive boards, which leads to second chance opportunities for Battle Creek. And then from the Spring Hill Lady Raiders, my colleague here inside Puckett's, who's running tech for us, Drake Pugh, he likes to call Miss Alasia Harrison Mrs. Do-It-All from Spring Hill. She had 17 points versus Creekwood earlier in the season. She had 36 points in a game. She led her team to a 3-on-2 victory in a game where players fouled out all over the court, and it ended up 3 players versus 2 players, and she led her team to a victory. So those are the candidates for the Front Porch Sports Network Player of the Week. You can go vote for those players on the Front Porch Sports Network Facebook page. That's another thing that's a part of this Wednesday night show here at Puckett's. Also, one of my favorite segments, because I make the trivia questions. There is a trivia segment after each segment when the coaches and players come up here. We're going to have a giveaway, engage the crowd here live at Puckett's, and also engage the chat if you know the answer on the stream. Please let us know. We got some trivia questions, local trivia, international trivia. We got NBA, WNBA. I try to keep it basketball focused with the basketball show. So we got trivia tonight as well. And we're going to run down the order of the show on this evening. So Battle Creek's going to come up first. We're going to talk to coaches, then players. That's how it's going to go for each segment. If there are players from each team, if not, we're going to have the coaches and players up here. Following Battle Creek, we're going to have Columbia Central. It's a big week for them. We're going to talk about that. We got the McDonald's shootout County rivalry, legendary game. If you know anything about Maury County basketball, you can't talk about the McDonald's shootout without talking about Columbia and Spring Hill. That is a big, big deal. We're going to talk to Columbia about that. Then on the other side of that, we're going to talk to Spring Hill. The game is in Spring Hill this year, so we're going to talk to them, see how they're feeling for the Valentine's Day matchup. Then we're going to end the night with Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant has been doing some great things on the boys and girls side. As of late, they had our game of the week a couple of weeks ago, came out on top on the boys side versus Santa Fe. They've got senior night coming up very, very soon. They're going to end the show. Then at the very end of this show here at Puckett's Wednesday night, we're going to announce our player of the week. So any candidates that may come here, you're on the way here. Stick around to the end of the show. We're going to see if you win. Those voting polls are on Facebook, and you can go vote. Whoever has the most votes wins. That's how elections and all of those nominations work. Whoever has the most votes will win the poll. We will decide that and figure that out, who has that tally at the end of the show. I'm Landon Sechrist. I'm going to be guiding you guys all through the night. We're going to talk about hoops and district tournaments also coming up next week. There's tournament time, postseason play, running it down for the teams that are playing in the postseason. In our unit schools, we got Culleoka, Hampshire, Santa Fe. They're playing in a district tournament down in Culleoka along with Mount Pleasant, who's on this show. That district tournament is at Culleoka Unit School next week. Battle Creek Spring Hill will be going up to Creekwood for their district tournament next week. And then Columbia Central, kind of wacky. There's no district tournament for the Lions this year due to the fact that they're in a Williamson County regulated league. So their seeding is going to be decided by their regular season standings. So they will have no district tournament, but just keeping up with those teams. Next week starts postseason play. So we're going to get a feel for that as this show progresses. But for right now, we're going to take a break, pay some bills, get ready for our first segment of the night. Battle Creek coaches, Coach Donnie Chambers, Coach Kalia Conway, Jason Hull are in the building. We're going to talk to them first on the other side of this break. This is the Front Porch Sports Network, 101.7 WKOM, and this is the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked at Puckett's. We're going to be right back.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant. You're listening to Landon Seacrest on 101.7 WKOM in the Front Porch Sports Network. I've got the Battle Creek Grizzlies up here on the stage. We got interim head coach Kalia Conway to my left here, head coach Donnie Chambers and assistant coach Jason Hull to my right of the boys team. Coach Conway, going to start with you. Huge win last night down there in Hampshire. We broadcasted the game. The vibes were immaculate, I would say. Just talk about the huge win last night.
Oh, honestly, they were excited from the jump. They were ready to go in. It's like one of those things. It's like as a coach, you can see it. So it was exciting. They were ready, and they pulled it out. So I was glad. Yeah,
and it was Hampshire senior night. So was there any motivation that you told the team about, like, hey, it's their senior night. They probably want to win. Those seniors probably want to win, but you guys got to go out and get the dub too. Talk about that.
Yes, most definitely. I mean, well, were you watching the first half? They had us nervous. Like, we were a little. Well, they weren't nervous, but I was on my toes. Like, so I can definitely. So yes, they came out swinging last night, but they pulled through. They did. They really did good.
Yeah, and Coach Chambers, your team pulled through as well. Talk about that victory in a pretty much a statement fashion. Got a little nervous there, at least I did from the broadcast booth at some point in the game, but talk about the victory on Battle Creek side, on the boys side.
We came into the night with heartache. The night before, it was a gut-wrenching overtime loss at home to Fairview, and everybody was hurting, and I knew we had to do something to get energy up. We talked about it being their senior night. They're going to come out and play. And I told them leaving Friday night, I said, tomorrow's going to go one of two ways, talking about the Hampshire game. I said, we're either going to have a bounce back and play really well, and it's going to be a good mental pick-me-up to finish out this 4-game week to the snow and ice.
Exactly.
Which has been, nuts.
Mayhem.
Or you're going to come in overconfident because you beat them before and not play hard. They're going to have energy, and then it's going to hurt even worse. So we've got to come out and get off on the right foot. We did. We jumped out 14 at the end of the first. On the bench at the break, I'm like, I want it up to 28 by half. Make it happen. And we subbed. We went 5 in, 5 out. Well, we gradually got into it. But eventually it was at 5 in, 5 out. And the second group did great. But we just a couple, mistakes. We ended up losing the quarter. What was it, by 2? Lost by 2.
Just a bucket.
They started to close the gap. Halftime, we go in the locker room, same conversation. Said, hey, we got to run it back up and get it where we need to be. And we were doing that. And right before the third quarter ended, they made a little mini run.
They did.
Hey, boys, we just lost by 1. So now it's a 9-point game instead of a 10-point game.
Yeah.
Fix it now. And, we got it clicking, and they did. So the boys did great, responded great. And like I said, it was a good little mental bounce back, and had kind of a light day today, but some good prep work, and we're ready to go for tomorrow.
That's really good. For those listening on 101.7 WKOM, I played for Coach Chambers in middle school. That look he just made on his face, I've seen it 1,000 times. And when he makes that face, when you're on his team, he's serious, and he wants you to lock in. Coach Hull, talk about some positive and negatives you saw in the 70-43 victory last night.
Kind of what Coach Chambers was talking about, that we were able to push that lead out in the fourth quarter and really finish that game the way we wanted to. That's one of the big things. The kind of one of the negatives is just that second quarter. I don't like how we didn't come out there and just kind of end the game right there. That's what you have to do. You can't let these teams hang around. Like you said, it was only a 8 or 9 point gain going into the fourth. I mean, anything can happen. I think that was very similar to our game against Fairview, where we were able to put that game into overtime. And I would have hated to be in that situation on senior night down there.
Right, 100%. Coach Conway, back to you. You got a lot of lethal weapons on your team. Call them the Splash Sisters, the Swish Sisters. You got Kaylin Martin, Caitlin Langland, Molly Bratton. They pretty much all kind of play the same position. Talk about those 3 girls handling the ball and shooting the ball, too.
Those 3 girls are awesome. They each have their own strengths. Sometimes everybody has their weaknesses, but for the most part, they are one of the strongest 3 on our team. Kaylin Martin, as you said, she's part of the Splash Sisters. She is a three-point machine. Like, you know, it is what it is. When she gets on her rhythm, she's in her rhythm. Caitlin's really good. What's crazy is she is a three-point shooter, but she's great at defense. And that's a lot of things that people sometimes you don't really realize. But she got this defensive player of the award this last few games.
Yeah.
And then you got, of course, like you said, Megan. Megan is our big. That's my girl.
She's down low.
She's looking right there.
She can do a little bit of everything, I think.
Yes. I call her my natural born athlete. Like, I can put her anywhere. I put her at point guard.
I know.
Yeah. I can put her anywhere, and she's gonna go. Like, I'll trust her with everything. So
yeah. And you brought a former Front Porch Sports Network Player of the Week, Hadley Boems, off the bench in the game, and she can get in there and get active. Talk about her.
Oh, Hadley, that's my freshman. I love her to death. Like, she is like a fireball. Like, the girl gets in there, she goes fast. The only thing we always have, like, Hadley, catch, then go. But other than that, that girl, she is a fireball. I love her to death.
That is absolutely amazing. Coach Chambers, I'm sure you were feeling it in the first half. In that first quarter, Landon Fox came out firing. I mean, wow. Talk about his three-point shooting. I mean, he got off to pretty much outscoring Hampshire early in that first quarter.
Yeah, so it definitely felt good to see the ball finally go in for us as a team. You know, we stress all year about quit jacking up threes, go to the bucket, because that's where we're higher percentage. And then there's some games where they still go up, and it's like, oh, here we go again. And he let it go. First one went in, and it's another. He's shooting another one. Splash. I'm like, all right, let's go. And before you know it, he's hit 4. And then you can just see, like, how good that felt to him, because the emotion was pouring out. He let out just kind of that scream after the fourth. He's, you know, let's go. And you can see that energy feed into his teammates, and it just kind of snowballed from there. So, yeah, he had a great game to lead the way in the first, and you know, the rest is history.
Yeah, and Hampshire has some really quick guards. Talk about your guards defensively and how you maintain kind of that ball pressure all game and forcing turnovers throughout the game.
So where I kind of like come from basketball-wise, we lived in man, and my whole coaching career, I'm like, well, I want to do that. I want to play full court man. Even when you guys played, right? We were like, I want to play hard.
55.
Yeah, man, like full court man, high pressure. But some teams you just can't do it. It's like, all right, well, we'll figure out how to do that, but through zone. And really, I mean, when that winning streak hit, we just kind of. It was at that point where we were like, all right, zone's not working, just go man the rest of the game. If you ain't playing hard, get out. We're going to find somebody who will. And something started clicking, and we've kind of like changed or morphed our identity as been a man-to-man team now, and guys are getting after it and playing hard. Like 1 through 10, we can put them in. Some guys are better offensively. Other guys are better defensively, but we've got some guys that really get after it. You know, we were looking at numbers today and just really proud of where our goal – and it was as a player, when I was a player, is 50 points or less. And we've been able to do that. Our woes have been offensively ourselves and making it go in the bucket. But, yeah, defensively, man, that's kind of like where we cut our teeth. I tell them it's a brick wall mentality. I know you can't run through it, but you're going to at least try. Right. And they're working hard. They're getting after it.
Right. Coach Hall, who are some players on the team that you've seen good progress from throughout the season, offensively and defensively, that you can tell that they've grown throughout the season?
One for me, we're going to bring up Brody Orton. I know he kind of came on board late, but he's really gotten into the flow and been that guy that if we feel like we need somebody on defense, that we could put him on there and do that. So that's kind of the one guy. And then Landon Lester, for me, he's a guy that I know can handle the ball, and he kind of keeps things going for us. So that's the other guy I think that does that on offense.
Good progress on the boys' side for Battle Creek. Coach Conway, back to you. Justice Wade is your Player of the Week nominee. Talk about her. I called her a rebounding machine in the open.
Definitely.
Talk about her and what she does for the Lady Grizzlies.
She is. What's crazy is I call her sometimes she's like our secret weapon. A lot of people don't realize it's not always about scoring and putting up points on the board. Somebody has to get the ball, you know, and Justice is our person that gets the ball. She gets the ball off the court, off the rebound. She gets the defensive, offensive. She gets it. And she's she's more 9 times out of 10. She's the reason why we get it and we're going. So that's why I chose her, is because a lot of people don't realize that sometimes for me it's not all about scoring. It's about being. I need to do the other little bitty things as well.
Right. So I'm gonna hit the rewind clock a little bit. Talk about the win over Spring Hill, avenging that loss. We were there covering the first matchup, but you guys got the dub in the second matchup. Talk about that win. What went well for you all, and what made the difference?
We have been through a lot that week anyway. So I think for them, they really wanted to. They told me, like one of the girls that's coming up today, Audrey. She came up to me and she told me, she said, "We're not losing." She said, "We're not doing it." She said, "I'm not losing to Spring Hill." And when she said that, then you got Megan, you got Justice, then Molly, then Kaylin and Kate. You know, it's like one of those things that there was like, yeah, we're not losing. Like, and you could. I like woke up that day and you could like feel it, and I felt it in my body. So like they legit was like, we are not losing Spring Hill. And I told them, I was like, I'm not losing to them 4th time in a row. Like, so we got to go. Like, let's go.
Right.
And we did it.
So, Coach Chambers, what do you think the next step is for your team as far as, that matchup playing your alma mater against Spring Hill? What will get your team over the hump in those games, and what do you think the recipe is going to be for that in the future?
It's putting 4 quarters together. That's kind of been our message all year, is we'll play a great 3, but somewhere along the line. It's not always the same quarter either. It's not like, man, always the 3rd quarter this happened. Sometimes it's the 1st, sometimes it's the 4th. But when we do play complete games, obviously the results, they work in our favor. It's just that 1 quarter. It's either we'd play really good defense so they don't score, but we also don't score. So it can go that way. Or we put some points on the board, but we also let them score 22 points in a quarter. So it's trying to get all 4 quarters to come together and form, I call them puzzle pieces, to where they can all connect them. They form that beautiful picture of a win. So it's just getting to that point and playing a complete game. And if we can do that, we should be able to make a little bit of a run and hopefully have a couple teams nervous to play us when it does come playoff time, because all it takes is one. Anybody can beat anybody on any given night.
That is very true. So, Coach Chambers, keeping it on that note, next game up is Mount Pleasant. Talking about Mount Pleasant in their district, they're one of their top teams. Talk about facing a team that's not in y'all's district, but also just a team that's talent across the board. How are you preparing your team for that?
Yeah, so there's a little familiarity. Coach Boyd's been around a long time, and so I know kind of like his style. We played him twice already, once in the Cornersville Thanksgiving tournament.
Thanksgiving tournament.
And then they came to us December 1st, which felt like an eternity ago. But they're very big. They're very physical. We knew they would give us a hard time on the glass. So we stress rebounding, but also it's not so much a focus on what are they going to do. It's like we got to fix us. And if we take care of us, I think things will start to fall into place, and it should be a good game. So we're going into tomorrow night looking for a little bit of revenge, but hopefully we make it a competition, and it should be fun to watch.
Right. Coach Hull, what do you think the recipe for success is going to be against Mount Pleasant tomorrow?
For us, it's always keep them off the glass and then limit our turnovers. Like you said, we're pretty familiar with Mount Pleasant. We feel like we know what they're going to bring, and so if we can keep those turnovers down, that would be awesome. Under 10 would be great, and that's always our goal.
Yeah, 100%. That's the game plan on the boys' side. Throwing it to Coach Conway, the girls, Lady Grizzlies facing against the Lady Tigers. What's going to be the game plan for success? How do you expect yourselves to be successful down there in Mount Pleasant tomorrow?
Well, honestly, for us, it's more so we have to make sure we stay at our level. We have a problem sometimes when we play. If our opponent makes a mistake, we turn around and make a mistake. So we just have to make sure that we stay on top of it and play 100 the whole entire time and limit our turnovers, just kind of like the boys said.
Right. So we got similar game plans on both sides. Battle Creek going down to Mount Pleasant tomorrow. You've been listening to Coach Conway of the Lady Grizzlies, Coach Chambers, and Coach Hull of the boys side, Grizzly Nation. We'll be down in Mount Pleasant tomorrow. Go check that one out. Thank you guys for joining the show. We're going to talk to Grizzly players on the other side of this break. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sport Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant, powered by CPWS Internet. We got players from Grizzly Nation up here to my left. Here at Puckett's, Brody Orton, Terrion Drummer to my right, Audrey Woolridge, Megan Parkinson of the Lady Grizzlies. Super excited to be up here on stage with y'all. Brody, I want to start with you first. Talk about that huge victory down in Hampshire last night. I mean, the vibes were immaculate, like I said to Coach Conway. What a dub.
Yeah, it was awesome. We know we've lost a couple this past couple of weeks. We went on a little run towards the middle, towards Christmas time. So just for the morale to get a win at Hampshire, they put up a good fight. In the second half, we came, shut their offense down, and our second group, me included, got to play a little bit. And, it was good for the morale of the team to pick me up, as Coach was saying, a little pick me up for the mental state going into the rest of the district play and district tournament.
And Terrion, how does it feel to get a huge 70-43 victory? How did it make you feel? You got some points, shot some threes last night. How are you feeling after the W?
I'm feeling great. It was a good team win. We was all clicked together, and we were just in sync, and everything was going great, and we just got the dub.
Terrion drummer Brody Orton guards off the bench for Battle Creek. That second unit is powerful. On the girls' side, Audrey Ruiz, Megan Parkinson. Audrey, starting with you, huge victory for y'all as well. Talk about that last night down there at Hampshire.
I mean, it was good. It was fun. It was a good game. I think that was the most points we scored all season.
Yeah.
So that was a big thing. It was their senior night, and we did good. It was fun.
Yeah, a little bit of extra motivation is what Coach Conway was talking about. Their senior night down there at Hampshire. Battle Creek going down there, spoiling it just a little bit. Megan, talk about the dub. 77 points for you all, winning by 33 points.
I like it. I feel like everyone always tries to plan us for like they're coming home or their senior thing, and we always just blow them out. And everyone always gets to have some points too.
That's simple enough. Now, I got to ask both of you. I heard that the coaches were talking about if the team gets to 67 points, something happens. So can you both explain that? Megan, what does that mean? Last night, what did that mean for the team if you got to 67 points?
Our team is immature.
So what did it mean, like somebody gets to go in, like?
No.
But why 67 though? Like,
it's just like, do you go on TikTok?
no, I mean I know the 6-7 thing, but like you guys had that set. Was that before the game, or you guys just decided that once you started scoring a lot?
JB got to go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good. It was simple enough. For those that don't know, it's a viral TikTok thing, 6-7. But Battle Creek Lady Grizzlies had a thing last night, 67 points, and everybody got to play. So shout out to everybody on Battle Creek's girls team. Brody, talk about Landon Fox, your teammate, started off the game really, really hot from three-point range. Can he shoot like that in practice, and is he really that good of a shooter, or was he just having a good night?
Landon, since middle school, has been able to shoot well. I really don't get it because, like, he just fishes, and that's it, outside of practice. So, I mean, he's working when he's at practice, but outside of that, he's just going to fish and hunt. So, like, I guess throwing the line, like, he can, I don't know, but he's shooting it well, and props to him for knocking down 4 threes last night.
Yeah, I guess it just makes sense, Brody. I guess it just makes sense. Terrion, you came in, made an impact on the game offensively and defensively. What is your strategy going into the game? I mean, you impact the game on both sides of the ball.
When I go in the game, I just play my hardest. I don't really have a strategy. I don't really think. I just do what the team needs and contribute.
And you have some great shoes. You're balling in the KD4 Aunt Pearls last night, I think. Talk about those shoes. Do you like them, and what are some other hoop shoes that you like to play in, Terrion?
Yeah, I like the KD Aunt Pearls. They're nice. And I also hoop in the AE ones.
That's a good choice. So which one do you prefer out of those two, Nike or Adidas? Which one?
I'll probably say Nike.
Nike. He's a Nike man. Brody, so you – Coach Hull said you've shown a lot of progress this season. Do you feel that yourself, that you came on a little bit late, but do you see the growth in yourself as a player personally throughout this season?
Yes, sir, for sure. Last year, I really had a big problem, like turning the ball over, not being smart. And I was just talking to my dad the other day, like, since joining late, I hadn't picked up a basketball in like 6 months.
Right.
So I feel like I've grown like so much by the help of my teammates, but just grown so much defensively and offensively, just taking care of the ball and just causing turnovers and all the things.
Yeah, doing the little things, Brody Organ, making a lot of progress. Audrey, We talked about it a little before we came on air, and we talked to Coach Conway about it. You guys avenged that loss at Spring Hill, and you picked up the dub over Spring Hill. Talk about that victory and how much it meant to you and your team getting the dub over the crosstown rival.
I loved it also because, the first time we played them, we should have won that one.
Mm-hmm.
And so that kind of hurt that we did it, especially as a home game. But it was good. Playing against all of them honestly kind of felt a little bit like a scrimmage because I knew all of them. So
yeah.
But it was fun. Rivalry was fun. Gym was packed. Everything was just good. So.
Yeah, that's good vibes. Megan, your team, I got 3 wins in a row for y'all. So what's been going so good? What do you think the recipe for success has been, and how are you guys going to keep it up? District tournaments coming pretty soon, so how are you guys going to keep it up?
It's Coach K. Every time we do something bad at practice, she makes us run. So then we're tired of running.
So I ask all the players this: what does running mean for Coach K? Is it like line drills? Is it like how do you guys run? Just down and backs? What is it?
Get on the line, down and backs.
So is it timed? Because I know I played for Coach Chambers and we had to make it in 10 seconds.
Oh no, but you have to run as fast. Actually, whenever we were losing on a long streak, we had to run 5 down and backs in a minute 10.
Yeah.
And nobody could do it at first.
Really?
Just kept on doing it.
And then one time she was like, all right, we're just going to run it till you stop.
Oh.
And everybody was dead.
Okay, well, that's running for Coach K. Now, guys, I got to ask you, I played for Coach Chambers, so I know what his running consisted of when I played. We had to make line drills in 30 seconds. I made it in about 26, 27 seconds. I'm going to brag on that. But, Brody, what does running consist of? Is it challenging for Coach Chambers? Does he make you guys do some crazy stuff to stay in shape?
Not really. He does exactly what you said.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been running for him since I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
So, it's the same thing. 30 seconds for a line drill and 10 seconds for a down and back. You got to make it in time, and then if you don't make it in time, we just keep running until everybody makes it.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes he lets us do the beat the clock.
Yeah.
10 free throws, 5 free throws, 10 layups, 5 free throws, 3 threes, and a half-court shot in 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole year, we've made it in the beat the clock. So we've been lucky, but we're staying in shape.
Yeah.
We're working in practice, so we stay in shape.
Yeah, Terrion, do you feel like the coaches do a good job of keeping you guys in shape? You being out there on the court pretty much a lot of the time playing offense and defense. Do you feel like they keep you in shape in practice?
Yeah, we do condition quite a bit, but not too extreme, but we do stay in shape.
And speaking of that, Brody Orton was talking about he's been playing since the 6th grade. Battle Creek's middle school girls team won their district championship on the girls' side. So shout out to the Bears. Shout out to them. Ladies, this is kind of a peculiar question, but do you guys see that the girls on the Battle Creek Middle School team look up to you all? Do you guys know that? And how does that make you feel that you're kind of a role model for those young ladies? Megan first.
I like it a lot. My sister's on the team, and she always comes to the game, and she'll bring her friends, and they'll always come over to the house, and they're like, oh, we watched y'all's game last week, and they really enjoy it.
And Audrey, how does it make you feel you're a role model for those young ladies?
I mean, it's cool that I'm a role model.
Is it any pressure? Do you think it's pressure?
No.
You don't feel any pressure? You just go out there and ball, and
not for being a role model for middle school.
It's whatever. It's whatever. I completely understand that. Audrey Ward is definitely inspirational out there on the court. She's somebody to look up to. So is Megan Parkinson. Brody Orton, I talked to you before the game yesterday. You came up to us at the broadcast booth. Talk about what you do in sports media. You kind of have your own little personal brand as well, and you do a lot of big things. So talk about that, what you do, Brody Orton, off the basketball court.
Yes, sir. I found a big passion in videography and photography 2 years ago. So I've been blessed with opportunities to go shoot at Tennessee and Vanderbilt and some other big-time schools. But I've also used my platform to just spread the word of God. That's the only reason I play my sports is for the honor of Him. So just using my platform to share His word and just do everything for His glory is the main reason for everything.
Brody Orton doing more off the court, more than a hooper. Terrion, you guys, district tournament's coming up pretty soon, but you got Mount Pleasant tomorrow. How are you feeling preparing for that game?
I feel great coming into that game. I feel like I'm ready to do my best on the court and hopefully get the dub.
Sounds good. Ladies, playing the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers tomorrow. Audrey, how are you feeling headed into that one, strategy-wise? And do you think that you guys are going to come out on top. Go ahead and make a prediction. Don't want to box you in, but make a prediction. You think confident going in, you're going to win?
Yeah.
All right. Audrey thinks that Battle Creek is going to win. Megan, what do you predict tomorrow? How are you feeling? You got one more day, and then tomorrow night you're going to be balling down in Mount Pleasant.
I feel good. They already texted Coach K saying they were ready for us, and
yeah,
I feel like we got them. And they were only really our competition last year, so that's like makes it like we're better this year. We're coming.
Right. Well, Mount Pleasant, Battle Creek tomorrow down in Mount Pleasant. You've been listening to Brody Orden, Terry on drummer, Audrey Woolridge, and Megan Parkinson from Battle Creek. Go watch them tomorrow night in Battle Creek, Mount Pleasant, potentially on the Front Porch Sports Network for stream for those who can't make it. Thank you all for joining the panel. We're going to have a trivia question on the other side of this, and we're going to close the Battle Creek segment. Thank you all for listening on 101.7 WKOM.
I'm Justin George.
I'm Corey Muehlbauer.
Together, we are Columbia Motor Company.
Columbia Motor Company offers quality pre-owned vehicles at an affordable price, along with many financing options to keep you in your budget.
We are veteran and locally owned. We are located just off of Carmack Boulevard in downtown Columbia. You can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram, or visit our website at columbiamotorcompany.com.
If you want a different and enjoyable car buying experience, please give us the opportunity here at Columbia Motor Company.
Do you wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Welcome back to the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone. It's time for the first trivia question of the night. There's going to be a trivia question after every segment. Special part of the show engages the crowd here at Puckett's Restaurant. For those that are watching on live stream, if you know the answer, comment the answer. Unfortunately, you cannot get this beautiful reward that's sitting in front of me in the restaurant, but at least you get potentially the answer right. And if you're listening to us on the radio, you can answer out. I won't know if you got it right or wrong, but it's always good to participate, whether you're here or not here. The first trivia question of the night, they're all basketball related. I need you to come up here, give me the correct answer. I'll confirm it, give you the thumbs up, thumbs down. And this gift bag full of nice treats, I believe, is going to be yours. So without further ado, the first trivia question of the night, and like I said, all the time on Wednesday nights, these trivia questions are made by me. I try and be creative, give a little spread to a lot of different things in the basketball world. First one's going to be college basketball related. Here it is. So where is Vanderbilt's women's basketball team currently ranked in the AP poll? Where is Vandy ranked on the women's side? Where are they ranked? It's very high. It's very high. That's all I'll say. Where is Vandy ranked? The Commodores. The Commodores. We got somebody coming up to the stage. They are ranked number 5, and that is correct. Vandy on the girls' side. Vandy's women's team ranked 5th in the country behind UConn, UCLA, South Carolina, and Texas. Stay tuned for more trivia questions throughout the night. Pay attention to Vanderbilt on the college basketball scene, holding it down, men's and women's. I'm a huge Vandy fan supporter. I went to school at Belmont. Vandy is extremely close, right down the street. Love those people up there. They're great people, and now they're good at sports. So it's very good for Vandy. We're going to have Columbia Central's coaches on the other side of this break after trivia. We're going to hear the Lions speak, Coach Stanley, Coach Washington on the other side of this. Talk about that McDonald's shootout that's coming up on Valentine's Day and some other things that have been going on in Lion Nation. We're going to take a break and be right back here at Puckett's Restaurant.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday, with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public School Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant, powered by CPWS Internet. We're in this segment 2. We got the Columbia Central Lions up here on stage. The coaches, Coach Joe Washington of the boys team out there at Columbia, Coach Stanley of the Lady Lions to my right here at Puckett's Restaurant. Coach Washington, I want to start with you first. Played Independence last night. Tough matchup. Talk about how that game went on your side.
Well, man, I thought we played well. I definitely told the boys last night after the game, you guys grew up tonight. Independence is the top team on our side of the region right now, probably, top 3 teams in the region. And we went out, we executed well for the first half. A few missed defensive assignments and a few things that, that we could have done better, that we control. But, a few plays here and there, take care of the ball, this possession and that possession, make the easy buckets. We're in a better spot. So, we kind of kept them in the game, just, turning the ball over, being careless. But I thought the boys did play well overall. From each game, we're looking to get better. We made our free throws last night, so that wasn't an issue. We're shooting the ball a little bit better, so I think we're going in the right direction.
Yeah. And what are some challenges you all have faced this season? You're in that Williamson County district with some other Wilco teams. What are some things you're seeing from those teams from up in that area as far as how they play and how they're kind of challenging you all?
Well, me and Coach Stanley, we talk all the time, and I tell him, and I was sharing with him, well, I'm from Memphis, and we had a lot of talent in Memphis, but by far, this region that we play in with the Williamson County schools, man, this is the toughest region in the state of Tennessee, and not just in terms of players, but every team, those guys can coach. So you're going to find out real quick if you're a good coach. You're going to find out real quick if you're a good player. Right. And if you're not, you're going to become one way or the other. Yeah. So, man, it's very challenging. The coaches are very strategic. The players, they're skilled, along with some talent, and they execute the smallest details. So we, as coaches, we got to be on our job. The players, they have to do their part as far as executing the scout, executing whatever the game plan is. But it's definitely tough. I love it. I love it because it keeps me on my toes. It makes me better, and it keeps me working. So I'm happy for it.
Coach Washington is exactly right. When I played for Spring Hill, we were in that district with the Brentwoods, the Franklins, and there were years where both teams would make it to the Glass House in Murfreesboro in the state tournament. I've got to guard guys that are 6'5 plus, and I'm a point guard size. So those are just some challenges. Coach Stanley, on the girls' side, Williamson County is extremely tough as well. Talk about the Independence game last night.
We made a run there late first quarter, early second quarter, got it close. Wasn't too big of a lead heading into halftime. We came out in the third quarter, and they made 3 perimeter shots right away. And just to reiterate what Coach Washington said, the girls' teams that we're facing right now are very well coached. They know their strengths. They stay away from their weaknesses. You can tell they've been playing together for a while. So you're forced to grow as a team, and we're doing that right now. Okay, we're trying to find some smaller things to improve on for this second half of district play. All right, the things that we didn't execute or didn't do well against those 3 teams. So we're looking forward to it. We've been a little shorthanded with a pretty important big girl. So hopefully we can maybe get her back sooner than later.
Talk about your point guard, Natasia Barner, who's a nominee for the Player of the Week. What she did so great in that Independence game and what she's done great all season. Tasia Barner has been on this show, been a candidate for Player of the Week in the past. She does a lot of great things for the Lady Lions.
So one thing she did really well last night was she shot the perimeter, shot the 3 ball really well.
Oh, yeah.
Made 5 threes. She's constantly growing. We're constantly sitting down one-on-one, talking, finding ways to challenge her and improve her basketball game. We talk about defense. We talk about how do you affect the game when you're not scoring? How do you make your teammates better? Because she is a good player, and she knows it. I know it. Our team knows it. But we have to continue to stretch her, expand her, not let her get comfortable, and help us lead us to more wins, against better competition. Because she wants to be the leader, and she wants to help us get better. And so we just keep trying to find the smaller things that will help our team become more just gain more W's and her become a better overall player.
Right, 100%. Coach Washington, Tay Moore is your candidate for Player of the Week. First, tell the folks why you think he should win and what he does so good for the Columbia Lions on the boys' side.
Well, Tay, he just works hard, man. I have to kick him out of the gym, after practice, late night. Tay may be in the gym right now with our other coach. I had to put him out once we get done. But, man, he works hard, especially on the floor, outside of the game. Man, he works on his game. But for him, this is something not necessarily new to him, but the experience part. Tay didn't play varsity last year, so a lot of these guys that we have on the roster, they didn't have any varsity experience last year. So we're relying on him to do something that he's never done before and is uncomfortable. And he's a scorer. He showed me earlier in the year in open gyms and when we first started practice that he can score the ball. He can put the ball in the basket. So that's what we rely on him to do. A lot of stuff that we run offensively is through him because he can score the ball, efficiently. But he doesn't want to be looked at as as somebody that's selfish or a ball hog. So I have to beg him to shoot the ball. And I said, man, if I had a coach like myself telling me to shoot the ball, I'd probably be in the NBA. But I have to actually, hey, man, shoot the ball. He's our best shooter, one of our better scorers. So that's what we rely on him to do heavily. And for the past couple games, I had to get on him last night early on. I subbed him out, I think, 10 seconds into the game. I said, hey, man, come on now. It ain't about being cool. So once I put him back in, after that little 30-second, interaction there, he went right to it. So he just have to be consistent and have that killer instinct because he can definitely score the ball well.
Right. Yep. So we got Tay Moore, Kingston Booker, two-time Player of the Week, Brendan Seacrest as well. Is there anybody else on the team that has emerged that you weren't really expecting that's really helping out the team so far that you've seen a lot of growth in on your team?
Man, one player for sure that has stepped up, his name is Joshua Green, and he's a junior. He starts at guard for me. And I promise you, in the summertime, I was telling this kid, hey, this probably not it for you. You probably won't be able to play for me. And I was telling him this every day I was telling him, I said, hey, I got to find me a guard. And Josh, he stuck to it. He didn't allow me, motivating him to deter him for what it is that he wanted to do.
Right.
But he stepped up. He's coming into himself. He's being a point guard. Now he may have some off games here and there, but he's sticking with it. He's being more coachable and he's being more effective and efficient with what we need him to do.
Definitely, Coach Stanley. Is there anybody on your side that you've seen a lot of growth in that's really helping you out down the stretch on your team?
Well, so we're once again pretty similar. 7 of my top 10 are underclassmen. So we have multiple people that are growing, gaining confidence. Tavea Stanfield, Layla Crawford. But Tristan Shaw, for me, over the course of this season, I've asked her to do some different things that she didn't do as a freshman. She took the challenge head on. Now, when somebody goes down or the role changes consistently, but one thing that I can count on Tristan with is I know she's going to play hard. I know she's going to rebound and defend and give her team her best effort. And I do think she's growing as a basketball player mentally and her skill set. And I've been super proud of her. She's somebody that we can just rely on.
Yeah, definitely. You need somebody that you can count on, especially at this point in the season. You got a big game coming up on Friday, our Murray County Public Schools Game of the Week versus Summit. Coach Stanley, talk about what you saw from Summit on the girls' side in the first matchup and what you're preparing for this time around.
Well, I'm going to be real honest with you, Landon. We practiced one day off of a 10-day straight break, no practice, no games, and Summit caught us off guard.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen my girl, Paulisha, since the ice storm, because she's sick.
Right.
So Summit caught us without her as well. So that's a little bitter taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to playing them on Friday. And, we're going to see a lot of zone, which, deservedly so. But we're going to be more prepared for them. We're finding our way back into basketball shape. And I think the girls will be gritting their teeth a little bit on Friday.
Yeah, trying to get it back in blood, as they say. Coach Joe Washington, what do you see from the Summit boys and how you're preparing your team to really come out and get a dub? It's coming home night, right, for Columbia Central. So talk about that and how you're preparing your team to get a W.
Well, first, I got a young coach on my staff. I'm going to dress him out, and he's going to guard number 1 for Summit because he shot lights out, man. So if we can get away with that, that'd be good. But man, seriously, we've been at it. We've been working on our defense, on the defense side of the ball, just executing the game plan, man. And we've been using this one word for the past few weeks, and just being intentional. Everything that we do, we have to be intentional about it, and not just going through the motions. So when we shoot the ball, we got to be intentional. We're shooting it to score, not just getting shot attempts. When we attack, we're being intentional about it. We're attacking to score, attacking to create. On defense, we're being intentional. So when we say, hey, number 1 is their shooter, he's their scorer, we want to be intentional about it. Let's take him away.
You're right.
He gets no open shots. He gets no touches. So we're going to go in with that mindset, just being intentional about everything that it is that we're trying to do. Rebounding, scoring, executing in the half court, executing our defensive assignments. So that's what we want to do. So I like Coach Stanley said, and I'm not using that, but we definitely went in the Summit with no practice. Because Marion County schools, we weren't able to practice. Williamson County schools, they were in the gym.
Right.
They played a game.
Right.
Saturday night. So
got a 4-day start on it.
Yeah. So we're gonna go into it with just approach it a little differently, different mindset, and we're gonna hone in on our defensive schemes.
Yeah. So it's my understanding that you all have no district tournament. You'll continue to play regular season games, then your standings will be decided by the seeding that you're currently at. So where does Columbia fall in those district rankings currently right now, Coach Washington?
So I think we would be, I think we'll finish off maybe 3. That'll be our goal. If we can have a chance to finish at number 2, but I think we should definitely finish in the top 3.
Yeah.
Yep. So and we'll be looking at the number 2 seed from the opposite side.
Yeah. Coach Stanley, where does your team fall in terms of those district rankings?
Where we're at right now, it's either going to be 4th or 3rd.
Yeah.
So Nolensville or my guess is Franklin. We had them down 4 with a minute to go. Ravenwood beat them. So still got to play Brentwood on a makeup game.
Right.
So
on the 19th, right?
Yeah.
Man, our biggest focus is just getting better every day, healthy, and back in shape. And I feel good about whoever we're playing on that night.
That's, of course, always great. Now, I've saved the best question for last, what the people want to know in our listening area on 101.7 WKOM. Saturday night, Valentine's Day, McDonald's Shootout. Coach Washington, your debut coaching in that game. First, I want to ask you, what do you know about the McDonald's Shootout? Because if not, I can inform you a little bit about what it is. But what do you know about the game and the rivalry between Columbia and Spring Hill?
Well, I just know it's the history is there, the tradition is there, man. And it's for both teams, for both schools, it's a must-win game. So it's a game where you're competing, for a traveling trophy and also, bragging rights for, the Marion County, Columbia area.
Right. Coach Stanley, what do you know about the McDonald's Shootout, how big of a game it is here in this area?
I'm feeling the tension, and I know it's a big one. I'm definitely here for it. I'm very excited about it, and been involved in some pretty big rivalry games.
Yeah.
So this is just the next one in my career, and I can't wait. I wish we played more.
I 100% agree with that. Now, a little context for what I was teasing at with Coach Washington. I played in the McDonald's Shootout on Spring Hill side. Never won against Columbia in that game. But I'll give you a rundown of my career in the McDonald's Shootout. Freshman year, got maybe garbage time minutes, Coach Washington. Got in at the end of the game. I was a freshman. very talented Columbia team that year. Sophomore year, started. I think I airballed my first shot, then I get dunked on later in the game. That's a no-no in that game.
Yeah.
That's a no-no. Completely
Most
embarrassing. I believe next year, come back junior year, the game is at Spring Hill. I'm the leading scorer for Spring Hill. We come up a little bit short again. Then senior year, it's the COVID year. So I'm coming fresh off of contact tracing, quarantine. McDonald's shootout is, I believe, my first game back, if I remember. It's a blur. We lose that game too. So I know your players, if they're listening, they know how intense it is on both sides. Now, what is your message to your players? They probably know a lot of people on both sides of this. Yeah. Play with those guys up in Spring Hill. What's your message to them to stay focused?
Well, man, we got to control. We can control, and we got to go and be the team that we're capable of being. Despite what Spring Hill is doing. I had a chance to actually go and catch Spring Hill. Just a Monday in Columbia. I wanted to see some basketball, and drove down the road to watch. Coach Young and the Spring Hill Raiders, and they do a good job. They players know their role, and they executed their role. Yeah. So our guys, we just got to go in and be ourselves. And I definitely think it's going to be a good game. I definitely think we can go in and take care of business.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Coach Stanley, on the girls' side, my sister played in the McDonald's shootout for Spring Hill on the girls' side as well. It's always been an intense game there. What's your message to your team to stay focused? They probably know a lot of the ladies on the Lady Raiders up there. So how are you going to keep them focused on shooting hoops on Saturday night?
Definitely, yeah. They know a lot of them. They've been kind of filling me in on the importance and the intensity of it as the season's gone along. Just to keep them grounded, just like Coach said. Game plan will be there. Stick to it. Don't let the moment get too big. Focus on what's in between those lines, not everything else outside of it.
Right.
And play basketball, the right way. Play against the game.
Right. 100%. Now, Coach Washington, one more question before I let you guys go. Give me your best basketball rivalry, since we're talking about rivalries. What do you think it is, college or professional, and why is that your favorite rivalry?
Wow. Well, man, my guys just lost in a rivalry here last week, and there was Duke in North Carolina, buzzer beater. There's always a big rivalry. And it's just, and like Coach said, what players tend to do is get caught up in everything outside of the lines of basketball, but that's what makes the rivalry. What everybody else is doing when it's homecoming, if it's the McDonald's shootout, what everybody else is doing, that's what makes it the rivalry. But, at the end of the day, they're coming to see the game.
Right.
So that's what's important, and so that's what we got to stay focused on. But even back in Memphis, I've been a part of many rivalries, Melrose versus Hamilton, there was a big rivalry, battle of the Wildcats. So, and you got to understand, I got a Golden Wildcats sitting in the stands now, in the fans now. So, but just understanding the significance of the game, understanding the history, just understanding all those dynamics and things, and if you understand that, you understand the importance of going out and doing your job and getting the win.
Right, definitely got to handle business in that rivalry matchup. Coach Stanley, what is your pick for best basketball rivalry and why?
Got to be Duke, North Carolina, and that's that was my answer before I even heard them. It just the last game, North Carolina didn't take the lead until 0.4 seconds left, last possession of the game. So that right there, they always deliver. It's always a good game, hands down. That's the one.
Definitely. Well, breaking news, folks that are listening on the radio and watching stream, we got Columbia's version, Murray County's version of Duke, North Carolina coming on Saturday. McDonald's shootout between Columbia and Spring Hill up at Spring Hill. We heard Coach Stanley and Coach Washington talk about the rivalry nature, what their teams need to do to be successful down the stretch. But most importantly, in the next game, those games are coming up. We're going to be there on Saturday broadcasting it. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you, Coach Washington.
Yes,
Thank you, Coach Stanley, for joining us up here on the panel.
Yep.
We'll be right back with a trivia question on the other side of this. This is the Murray County Public School Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service,
Subscribe.
local support, CPWS.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Welcome back to the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone. Home cooked by Puckett's. It's time for trivia. Question number 2 of the night. These wonderful gifts on the table are going to be yours. We got a mug, a blanket, and some spicy sauce that I probably wouldn't like, but you probably will like if you get the trivia question right here. Basketball-related trivia. We're going to take it internationally on this one. Like to put a little international flavor on the questions that we ask. We had a foreign exchange student up on the panel from Europe. We had his mother contact us and say, I listen to the show too. So we got to ask questions that cater to all the audiences. So this one's for the international audience. So without further ado, next trivia question is, what country is NBA superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo from? What country is Giannis from? Coach Armstrong is raising his hand. Greece is the correct answer. He's giving the baby a bottle, but he's going to take away these 3 gifts when Spring Hill comes up here right after. Congratulations to Coach Armstrong doing double duty, triple duty, coaching the Lady Raiders as well, getting the trivia question right. We're going to have him up here on the stage in just a moment. We're going to be back on the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone with Coach Young, Coach Armstrong, Coach Brothers of Spring Hill on the other side of this break.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley.
And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department.
We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
You wanna be a bad man? Yes, you do. Do you wanna taste sweet salvation underneath the summer moon? Do you need another hand now? Yes, you do. Go see Miss Josie down on Columbus Avenue. All right, Columbus Avenue.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant, powered by CPWS Internet. Thank you for listening in on 101.7 WKOM and watching live on Facebook. I'm Landon Seacrest up here with people from my alma mater, Spring Hill, the Lady Raiders and the Raiders. We got Coach Young of the boys' side to my right here in Puckett's, Coach Armstrong and Coach Brothers to my left here. Coach Young, I want to start with you first. Talk about what's been going on lately for the boys up in Spring Hill. Some wins in the past couple of games, and we just talked about that layoff. How are your players faring after that?
In one game, one quarter, we went 1 for 10 from the field, and the other team went 0 for 5. So both teams are rusty. We're rusty as can be.
Yeah.
So we just try to play hard, play good defense, and try to stay in games, make some plays toward the end, give ourselves a chance to win, make some free throws. And we've been fortunate enough the last 2 games to do some of that to give ourselves an opportunity to win, and we won those games.
100%. Coach Armstrong, how's it been going for the Lady Raiders? Talk about that layoff a little bit as well. 10 days without basketball, and how your team's been going lately.
Yeah, the layoff, it hurt us very bad. Girls, enjoying the break instead of, realizing we're still in basketball season, staying active. And so now it's just been an uphill climb trying to regain momentum.
Yeah, so Alasia Harrison is definitely one player to watch, Player of the Week nominee on your end. Talk about her and what she's done lately, celebrating her as a senior on this team and a leader on this team. Talk about what Alasia Harrison does and how she's going to help your team down the stretch.
Oh, having Alasia is such a blessing. She understands the game, and she can just take over a game, just ball handling, shooting, scoring, like she does it all for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like I say, we would be in a lot worse shape without her.
Right. And my colleague Drake Pugh on the broadcast team calls her Mrs. Do-It-All. We've seen her score 36 points in the game, lead her team to a triple overtime 3-on-2 victory. Coach Brothers, talk about that layoff first. We were talking about that with the winter storm and how you as a coach are kind of keeping the ladies engaged up there to play basketball. Still games to play.
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking with Coach Armstrong about that earlier today, and it almost ended up 2 full weeks where we weren't in the gym.
Yeah, crazy.
I know Battle Creek came out of the gate and played that Monday, but we were off that Monday, and I don't think we were even able to have a full practice. We only had like half the team. So I did not know, too, that Wilco got into the gym that week. That's interesting.
They did get into the gym.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
Right? Yeah, keeping people engaged, that really hasn't been the problem. You guys had highlighted Alasia, and I got to hear the Lady Grizzlies get interviewed, which was really good, by the way. Thanks for that. And, they had that last game they said to come out and win. And I think that's what happened in the first game when you were all there at
Right.
Battle Creek, is
Right.
that Alasia decided we weren't going to lose.
Mhm.
And she gave it her all, and we pulled through in overtime.
Yeah, definitely. Alasia Harrison and others, Jordan Crawley, Kiana Taylor, Natalie Schloniger, doing the dirty work for the Lady Raiders. Coach Young, talk about some of those wins over Battle Creek. We talked to Coach Chambers up here, your former player, played for Spring Hill. Talk about getting some wins over Battle Creek in that span.
Well, we, coach speak.
Yeah.
We try to play hard.
Oh, of course.
We try to be the best that we can be. We try to take care of what we can take care of, not worry about what everybody else does. If we can do what we do at a high level, that gives ourselves a chance to win. And that we were able to, like I said, make some plays.
Mhm.
Battle Creek made it close last game, and we pushed out. They came back. Hey, they're improving. They're improving leaps and bounds. And Coach Chambers is doing a good job. And that before you know it, they're going to be right in it.
They definitely are. Now, your Front Porch Sports Network Player of the Week nominee is Mr. Shea Hamlin. He can shoot it from deep. Talk about Shea, and why do you think he's one of the better shooters in the area?
Well, I don't know about the area, but he's one of the better shooters on our team.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And, he had 5 threes the other night. Shea's been hurt most of the year, so his playing time has been limited. He felt pretty good. He said that the ball left his hands pretty good, and that once you see one go in, Landon, sometimes it's like a snowball rolling down the hill.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Get others, and they were timely. We got out on Creekwood 17-4, and he had 11 of those 17 in the first quarter. And I think if we can get off to a good start, a fast start like that,
right?
I think it only bodes well for the rest of the quarters. I always try to stress those guys. Even though you had a good start, you still got to play hard. You're the one that's got to dictate both sides of the ball, offense and defense. If you can do that, you'll give yourself a great chance to win.
Right. Coach Armstrong, district tournaments are coming up pretty quickly, going to be starting within the next week and change or so. How are you preparing your team for postseason play and getting into that, whether it's, just preparing them to go out and mentally be ready to play more basketball? Talk about that.
Yeah, well, like I say, every day in the gym, we just got to work to get better, regardless of, districts or, anything else. We just got to get better. And I'm so appreciative of the girls that continue to show up, even though it's been somewhat of a rough season, they still come in with good attitudes and, open mind, willing to work and, trying to improve.
Definitely. Coach Brothers, talk about that a little bit as well, and keeping the ladies engaged down the stretch. You've won a game with 3 players. You've won tough games against your cross-county rival. I mean, you've pretty much been through a lot this season, but there's still more basketball to play. What is your approach for the rest of the season as a coach?
Oh, it's been a big learning year for me. I think one of our strengths is that the locker room is not divided. And so that's really not been an area where we've had to focus. The girls in previous years have not been a team. And I can tell you from the inside that this year that's not a situation.
Right.
As far as motivation, we've got Montgomery Central coming up, and it looks like, as fate may have it, that may be who we play in a play-in game. So I love that. I love having a preview of somebody you're going to see in a couple days and being able to have a little bit of time to work at it and get better if we need to.
Yeah, that's definitely good. Now, Coach Young, where does Spring Hill on the boys' side rank in terms of the district standings? What's it looking like for the postseason?
Right now we are 3rd.
Okay.
We're 4-3. Fairview right now I think is 5-2. And Montgomery Central, they still got four games to make up. So right now they're 4-0. They're leading.
Yeah.
So they're really going to be played out, so to speak,
right,
here this next week and a half or so. But just harking back to our game of the night, I had Ashton Hoffman had 13 rebounds. Javen Cecil had 10 rebounds. Those guys. Sometimes Ashton is our leading scorer, but I always tell them, if you contribute any way, if your offense is not going, there's other ways you can help the team win.
Right.
And those guys contributed specifically to rebounding and cleaning the glass and guarding those big guys, and it makes a huge difference. All those guys, they give me all their effort every time out. I know before practice every day, you were talking about how you keep them motivated. We run a mile every day before practice.
Really? Wow.
And once we get that done, we try to shoot free throws while you're tired.
Mhm.
Hopefully that'll lend itself to being a pretty good free throw shooter. And then we always preach about not being complacent.
Right.
You know, this time of year, you know, you want to really strive. If you want to win a district championship, you got to go. You got to give the extra.
Yeah.
You know, you can't be mediocre. You can't stay the same old. You got to really push, not only in practice but in the game. And if you're working hard and pushing each other hard, then everybody else gets better, and then your team gets better, and you have better opportunities to win these games.
Right. Now, Coach, tell the folks out there, as of recently, what's the farthest Spring Hill has made it on the boys' side? Wasn't it Kayshawn's team that made it pretty far into the postseason play?
Yeah, that was a couple years ago, I think it was. Yeah, we made to the region semifinals, and that we won the first game. We finished fourth in the district tournament, and we faced the number one team. You know, and our RMO has been depressed a lot.
Yeah.
So I think we caught them by surprise, and we got up on them 20, and we had to hang on for dear life. We ended up winning by 1.
Yeah.
And then we had traveled to Cookeville. But, you know, I've had some good teams through the years.
Right.
You know, we've been to the state tournament 3 or 4 times.
Right.
And so it's just a matter of how things fall, what your matchups are, and how hard you play.
Right, 100%. Now, back to you, Coach Armstrong. I don't want to overlook Montgomery Central, but just talked about it with Columbia's coaches. We got the McDonald's shootout on Saturday. Valentine's Day McDonald's shootout. Don't know if that's ever happened before, but it will happen this year. Coach, it's going to be your coaching debut for the Lady Raiders in that game. How are you feeling ahead of that matchup?
I'm excited, you know, because it's a big event for the community, but like I say, I've really been trying to focus on getting better for Montgomery Central. Mm-hmm. So it hadn't been, you know,
right.
We hadn't really just been talking about it in the practice yet.
Right, definitely. Got to get over that district hump first, then worry about that county opponent. Coach Brothers, how are you feeling? You know, preliminary, you know, you got Montgomery Central, then you got McDonald's shootout on Valentine's Day. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I would say whether or not we're talking about it, the girls know that the shootout is Saturday. So, you know, I think for us, we want to compete. Creekwood came into town, and they're just an excellent team. And so what I think Coach Armstrong and myself want the most for the girls is to be able to compete with respect.
Yeah.
And so I hope that's what happens Saturday.
100%. I agree with that. Now, Coach Young, I talked about it with Columbia's coaches. I played in the McDonald's shootout. You know that. I played for you. We never won. In my 4 years, I talked about how I got dunked on sophomore year. Then
that was your fault.
It was my fault. He remembers the play, folks. He remembers the play. I was in the back of the zone. Dontavius Brown goes over my head, and myself and Blake Thurman both actually get dunked on in that. But, yeah, it's just moments in that game that can be embarrassing if you don't do your job, and I didn't do my job in that moment. But talk about the McDonald's shootout and how big of a deal it is. You're experienced a lot of those. So talk about that, Coach Young.
Well, it's been a big thing for the community. We've had huge crowds. You remember a few times at Spring Hills Gym, you used to hold 2,400 people. We'd have 2,300 in there. Mm-hmm. Columbia Central used to hold 2,000 or somewhere around there. It'd be full, standing room only. And those games were competitive. Mm-hmm. You know, you always throw records out the window, no matter who's done what. Most games are competitive. And I know the last when Kayshawn and them were playing, we won at Columbia Central.
Kayshawn and Quintavious.
Yes, and we won there. But, you know, again, it's one of those situations where in those rival games, anything can happen. I think that game went into double overtime, matter of fact. And you just got to be ready to play in those situations. And trying to keep kids focused from that game, we try to preach we're only going to play Montgomery Central, not Columbia. Columbia will come Saturday.
Right.
You got to be focused. This is district.
Definitely.
You know, then you take care of your district, then you get prepared for Columbia. And that's how we're trying to approach it. But like Coach said, even though we try to do that, they know that Columbia Central game is coming up. So, you know, it's kind of a fine line. You try to make sure that the guys stay mentally prepared, whichever game it is, game in and game out.
Yeah, definitely. I remember moments in the past before I was your player, being with your grandson, Malachi Young, in the old Central Gym watching Coach Skelly play. I believe they were the last team to win in that old gym on Spring Hill side. So those type of moments are always special. Then you go on to play in the McDonald's shootout like myself and Malachi did. Now, Coach Armstrong, I asked the Columbia coaches this. You're going to be first on this tally. Best rivalry in basketball. What do you think it is and why?
Well, I'm a Kentucky fan, so I have to say Kentucky, Tennessee, you know, being here in the area of a lot of Tennessee fans. And for the past 2 years, we have swept them. Just put that out there. So, you know.
Kentucky, all right. Yeah. Kentucky, Tennessee is Coach Armstrong's choice. Coach Brothers, what is your top basketball rivalry and why?
Oh, man, you're going to make me show how old I am. Well, I grew up just outside of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
And so back in the day when Jordan was with the Bulls and the Cleveland Cavs going back and forth was it was the biggest thing in Cleveland.
Yeah. Oh, that's not dating yourself, Coach Brothers. I know about that.
I'll take it.
Mark Price, Brad Joy, Craig Elo on those Cavs.
Remember Mark Price?
Yeah, I know those guys. Those guys. Now, Coach Young, best basketball rivalry. You talked about ball a little bit when I was on your team and rivalries. Who is your best rival? What is your pick?
By far, Louisville, Kentucky. I'm a Louisville Cardinal fan, and I've got 4 brothers that are all Kentucky fans. So it's a lively gathering when we get together to watch that game. Even when my mom was alive, she was a Kentucky fan, so we'd always bet. She'd always, hey, Coach. She called me Coach sometimes. Hey, or Jimmy, hey, what you got on it? I got a 16-ounce Coke. I said, all right. And she'll do it all the time. And it's just, I guess, being from Kentucky, it is paramount that Louisville wins that game or we struggle with our family dynamic.
Yeah, I can 100% second that. I've got family in Louisville. I've got family members that drive red trucks. They're Cardinals fans, and if they lose to Kentucky, it's such a big deal. Yes, Coach Armstrong, same thing with Kentucky, Tennessee. I don't like Kentucky for that reason because I've got family in Louisville. Michael Jordan and the Bulls against the Cleveland Cavaliers, they don't like each other going in each other's place. So with that being said, the McDonald's Shootout is coming up on Saturday. Both teams have got games before that, Columbia and Spring Hill. But, folks, if you're in Murray County and you don't have any Valentine's Day plans, head up to Spring Hill High School. Coach Jimmy Young will be coaching the Raiders. Coach Armstrong and Coach Brothers coaching the Lady Raiders. You're not going to want to miss it. Huge rivalry. Thank you, coaches, for joining me on this panel. We're going to talk to Mount Pleasant to end off our show tonight. We're going to remember that Player of the Week poll that's going to be closing very, very soon if you're listening in on 101.7 WKOM or watching live on the Front Porch Sports Network. Stick with us. We got more show to go. We'll be right back after this.
Appreciate it, Landon.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
He shoots, and he scores!
I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public School Sports Zone. It's time for trivia before we get to Mount Pleasant segment, and I think the folks down there from Southwest Murray County are going to like this question. They better know the answer. They better know the answer. If you're listening in your car down there in Mount Pleasant, pause, put it in park. You should know the answer to this trivia question. All right, folks, who is the gym named after in Mount Pleasant, Tennessee? Whose name is on the court? Whose name is on the court in Mount Pleasant? I see Coach John A. Stewart thinking. I see Coach Boyd thinking. Clarissa McFarland says W.C. Johnson, and that is correct. It's W.C. Johnson Gymnasium. We're going to hear from Clarissa McFarland hopefully soon as Mount Pleasant's going to join us. We'll have Coach Derek Boyd, Coach John A. Stewart up here. Then we'll have the Mount Pleasant players from the Tigers and the Lady Tigers. We broadcasted a couple of their games as of late. Super excited to talk to them, and they've got some Player of the Week candidates that are leading as I check the polls right before this. We're going to have Mount Pleasant on the other side of this break. Folks, stay tuned. Listen to the coaches and players on the other side of this.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee,
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Got wings? Alex's Tacos and Wings, winner of the best Mexican food and tacos in Murray County. But did you know that we also have all kinds of the best chicken wings? What's your favorite flavor? Like 'em hot? Pair your meal with a drink from the bar. Delicious food for the entire family is moments away. Alex's Tacos and Wings, 2202 Circle Drive in Columbia. Visit alexstacosandwings.com or check us out on Facebook. Alex's Tacos and Wings. Come take a bite.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We are here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public School Sports Zone, home cooked by Puckett's Restaurant, powered by CPWS Internet. We got Mount Pleasant up here, Tigers and Lady Tigers to my left here at Puckett's Restaurant, Coach John A. Stewart of the Lady Tigers. To my right, Coach Derek Boyd of the Tigers. Coach Boyd, I'm going to start with you. Good vibes down there in Mount Pleasant on the boys' side, at least from my perspective. What's been going so good for the boys' team down there?
We've been able to play a lot better in the last week or so.
Right.
I think we probably turned the corner maybe last Wednesday. And since then, I feel like we're playing much better. I know the snowstorm or ice storm wasn't good for the county and all, but it was really good for us. Those days off really helped us. Our wheels were kind of rolling off, to be honest, and we were struggling. And that helped us find our way a little bit, I think.
Yeah, and definitely. Now, Coach, I want to get straight to a scenario in a recent game that was really interesting to me there being in the broadcast booth. You get called for a technical foul, and you've got to sit down the rest of the game, and you coach your team to a victory. Walk me through that and your emotions after that technical foul, because Knox Brooks was standing out of bounds. Brian Anglin of Culleoka throws the ball off of him, even though he's standing out of bounds, and the referee gives it to Culleoka. So walk us through that and your reaction to that, Coach Boyd.
Well, actually, that was my first technical of the year, so I think I'm doing pretty good, first of all. Second of all, he was standing out of bounds, and the ball bounced and hit him.
Yeah.
So, and I really did not get my money's worth, because if I'd known I was going to get a technical, I would have got my money's worth. I didn't. All I actually said was, he's already out of bounds and it's bounced.
Right.
And as you know, if you've watched me on on the sideline, I'm pretty active. By the end of the game, I feel like I played a little bit too. So it's hard to take a seat and sit and coach from that point of view. But I got some good senior leadership, and they did a good job of communicating with the other guys.
Definitely, 100%. Coach John A. Stewart of the Lady Tigers, you got, I want to say, a four-headed monster, Emma Tomlin, Clarissa McFarland, Tia Webster, Kylie Martin out there. Talk about those players and what they've been doing so good lately, because we've been down there broadcasting some games, and they've all kind of done something pretty significant in the recent games.
I think just making sure they're keeping their confidence throughout. We're not on the other side of the scoreboard right now, but just making sure they're staying in the gym, they're keeping their confidence alive, and just understanding and believing in themselves. That is very huge for me, especially going while we're in district right now. So just making sure they're constantly instilling that they can do the things that they put their minds to.
And you caught up with me before one of the games that we were down there broadcasting. You said, thank you so much for coming down to small little Mount Pleasant. How much does it mean to you to coach Mount Pleasant, the smaller area in terms of Murray County, and we're broadcasting your games?
Oh, that means a lot, for you guys to come down and show some recognition to the school and to the programs that we are trying to, build. It's just great for you guys to come out and try to make sure these girls are getting the exposure that they need.
Right, 100%. Coach Boyd, same thing. You're Mount Pleasant through and through. Talk about us broadcasting your games pretty much on TV or local television, how much it means to you as a coach of Mount Pleasant.
Well, it's really important for us, for a long time. We did have a radio station that's covered us, but they haven't been with us in the last several years, WXRQ 1460 at Mount Pleasant. But I think it's great that our kids get that exposure. It's great that other people can watch and see what's going on. And I've had a lot of compliments about you.
Really?
About all these nicknames you got and all this.
I try to have fun with it, Coach Boyd.
Yeah. And
you have fun with it, so I have to have fun with it.
Yeah. So my brother said, hey, man, make sure you tell him that we love to hear him call games, because he just come every home game. And said, no, he has to spread the wealth, spread the love.
Right.
But we're excited just because it exposes our kids.
Definitely.
It gives us an opportunity to expose them and for them to have, the opportunity to be seen.
Yeah, definitely. Coach John A. Stewart, Battle Creek tomorrow, coming down there. Talk about how you're prepping your team for that matchup. They said they're pretty much ready for you all. How are you preparing your squad for that game?
Well, we really just got to focus on defense. Defense wins games for us. So specifically focusing on stopping them from doing the things that they're good at, and that's simply shooting the ball and getting out in transition. If we can kind of nibble down on those things, we can find success in the areas, but we really got to lock in and focus on defense.
Right.
Like you said, I have many contributors on offense.
Oh, yeah.
But when it comes down to the other end of the floor, we got to learn how to get stops and execute on the other end of the floor. And I feel like once we play Battle Creek tomorrow, hopefully that is like a stepping stone for our district game on Friday to understand if we get stops, that'll put us in the right direction.
Right. Now, I like to call Clarissa McFarland and Tia Webster the Twin Towers.
Uh-oh.
Little David Robinson, Tim Duncan action. Talk about those two as a tandem because they pretty much, it's about a 98% chance they're going to get the rebound.
Really?
At least I see Tia Webster's either grabbing it or Clarissa McFarland's got it. So talk about those two on the glass and what they do for the team.
You're hyping them up right now.
I mean, no, I'm telling you what I see. I'm telling you what I see.
I appreciate that. Tia is definitely a powerhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, she's always the biggest kid on the floor, and I tell her that every time she touches the floor.
Yeah.
I've honed in a lot in practice on rebounding, and I think they got that really instilled in their minds. So anytime the ball's coming off the rim, we're trying to be the first people at it.
Of course.
Now, we're still working on 50-50 balls because we're not diving on the floor yet.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to rebound, it's something that I'm really honing in for our girls to limit teams to one shot.
Most definitely. Coach Derek Boyd, you've got a lot of weapons on your team as well. Knox Brooks, Kale Scott is back, Jaden McClure, Jaden Wilson, Malachi Wilson, Hunter Holt, Zion Hollis. All those guys, you got a lot of personalities to manage, a lot of buckets to feed out there. You as a coach, as the season winds down, who are you counting on, to lead the team down the stretch? Is it one person or is it by committee?
It's going to be like it's been all year, I think, by committee. A lot of times as a coach, what's hard is is the patience to realize that a lot of our kids, when we first started this year, they're older kids, but they haven't had much time on the floor. We got two kids in Hollis and that has had the time experience on the floor. So a lot of times between him and Baby, they're about the only two that really had a lot of time.
Right.
So trying to have patience throughout the year to get these other guys experience and to get to the point where we can play a lot of kids at this point in time was important. So I think our schedule kind of set us up for that. We played a lot of kids early. We're still looking to play other kids as well. I still think I brought Preston with us tonight because I think he can shoot it. I think he still do a big shot somewhere along the way. I really feel that. I really feel that in my heart. Within the last week, we've just turned some corners that I feel really good about. I know Battle Creek's coming in with a Fox kid and all, and I know they're playing very well. Chambers does a great job up there. So we know we got our hands full tomorrow night for sure. But it'll always be, for the rest of this year, by committee.
Yeah.
Trying to go by feel about who you're subbing in and out.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what's helped us along the stretch is you never know whose night it's going to be.
Right.
For us. And we've kind of been up and down at times. So hopefully we're leveling off a little bit and starting to play closer to 32 minutes. We're definitely not to 32 minutes yet. But, we play some highs where we score 10 and then we may get 30 or something. But we're still trying to get to that point.
Most definitely. Now, Coach, where does your team stand in terms of the district standings, and how's that looking headed to that district tournament?
Well, we're tied with Santa Fe right now, and if we can win Friday against Hampshire, that'll be a tie, and that'll be a coin flip, which will be 2 and 3, and it'll just be a matter of uniforms. We'll open up with Santa Fe. It'll be the 2 playing the 3 to start on that Thursday night on the 20th. So we already kind of know. Or we will know for sure on Friday. If we win, basically if we win or lose, we know we draw Santa Fe that first round, and we know that's a tough opponent.
Definitely split the 2 meetings this year.
Yes.
So definitely will be tough on the boys' side. Coach Stewart, where do you all shape up in the district standings, and where do you think you guys are going to play in terms of who you're playing against in that district tournament?
Well, it's looking like right now we might potentially have to face Hampshire right after we play them on Friday.
Okay.
And then playing them on the following week. So it just depends on what they do if they end up winning a more district game than us. But we're just simply looking to go out and compete and just try to make some things happen in the district. I know it's late right now, but I'm still trying to keep the energy and my girls alive and understand until the ball starts bouncing, we're going to try to play our best basketball. So.
Yeah, that is a good mentality to have. Now, Kylie Martin is your Player of the Week nominee. Tell the folks out there that are listening and watching live why Kylie Martin is a great player and why she should win Player of the Week this week.
Kylie, that kid works super hard. The kid works super hard. She tries to make sure she's trying to be that leader. She's not used to being a leader. I'm trying to instill that in her mind, but she's trying to make sure that she's doing anything it takes for her teammates. So just vote for her because that kid works hard. She's looking forward to doing things outside of high school. You know, she's working at the Murray County Hospital. So, like, she's a good kid off the court as well. So, overall, she's been doing some great things. We're just hoping for another turnaround, try to get a win.
Definitely, 100%. Now, Coach Derek Boyd, you got Jaden Wilson as your Player of the Week nominee. He's had 2 good games, a great season. Talk about Jaden Wilson, why you think he should win Player of the Week this week.
Because I don't think there's anybody that works any harder than he does. I think Coach can tell you, if he can get out there to their practice, he will. You can't run.
Yes.
You can't run him out of the gym.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think he's in there too much. Maybe he doesn't have the legs at night.
Yeah.
But there's how many shots he puts up in a day. Great kid. Has learned on the fly. I'm not the most patient one to learn with.
Right.
And he's done a great job. In spite of me at times, he's done a great job. He kind of started out great. Kind of went through a little lull. Jaden is by far tougher on himself than anybody else. So a lot of times it's a lot of talking to, hey, listen, just go out and have fun and play.
Right.
Don't be so negative on yourself. And then we talked to the seniors about, talking to them about that. Just play. I mean, you're definitely one of our best players. We need you. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Right.
So that's a maturity thing.
Definitely.
He's learning that.
Growth.
He's starting to pick that up and grow up some. But he's another one that hadn't touched the floor a whole lot till this year.
Right.
So, you learn those things.
Experience.
But he's great to have on the team. I really like his personality. He definitely, like I said, he's a gym rat for sure. He's in there constantly. As much as he can. He's a lovable kid.
Yeah.
He likes everybody, gets along with everybody. It's just sometimes when he gets in that little zone, he's hard to get out of that sometimes.
He's locked in.
Yeah, he's locked in, and I'm just proud. I'm proud of him because when we were down at Frank Hughes,
down in Clifton.
Yes, we weren't playing well, and we lost to them, and that was the night before the ice storm. But he wasn't playing, and I went back in, and he just very upset with himself. But that's how much passion and energy and how much he really wants to win and play.
Right.
So, man, you can always respect that. When you got kids like that, I mean, if you had 10 like that,
yeah, you're going to win a lot of ball games.
Win a lot of games.
100%. Well, we've been listening to Coach John A. Stewart of the Lady Tigers, Coach Derek Boyd of the Tigers. They're facing off against Battle Creek tomorrow. Get down there to Mount Pleasant, Tennessee. Coach Derek Boyd has got a message for the people.
I just wanted to say that tomorrow our JV plays at 4:30, and we have a guy that's been a manager for 2 years.
Yes.
Andrew Strother.
Andrew.
And he loves it.
Yes.
As much as a lot of our kids. And he's gotten his physical, and he's dressing out, and he's playing tomorrow with us.
That is fantastic.
So we're going to get
Boyd.
him in at toward the end of the game, the JV game, and we're going to invite everybody out to support him and his family. And we want it to be the biggest thing in his life so far.
Right.
It's senior night. He's a senior.
Yeah.
So we're going to get him in the JV game. That's our plan. We presented him his jersey and stuff today.
That's
He's
great.
super fired up, man.
That's great. Sounds like it's going to be a magic moment down there, Mount Pleasant tomorrow. You got to get down there, support Coach Stewart, support Coach Boyd, Tigers and Lady Tigers. Thank you, coaches, for joining the show. We're going to talk to your players on the other side of this break.
Thanks so much, Lynn.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to your helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of Gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
Welcome back to the Murray County Public Schools Sports Zone. We've reached our final segment with players of the night. We got the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers and Tigers up here on the stage to my right. Here at Puckett's Restaurant, we got Clarissa McFarland, Kylie Martin of the Lady Tigers. To my left, we got Jaden Wilson, Preston Haywood, and Malachi Wilson of Coach Derek Boyd's Tiger squad down there. Jaden, I want to start with you first. Coach pretty much talked you up. He said a lot of good things about you. You're a nominee for the Player of the Week. Tell the folks why you should win the Player of the Week award, Jaden Wilson.
I mean, he slept one line. I am a gym rat. I don't never get out the gym. I love being in the gym, and don't nobody work harder than me. So
yeah, you got some smooth highlights up on our social media page of some highlights of you soaring to the rim, hitting some smooth mid-range jumpers. Just explain your play style to the folks out there that may not be familiar with your game, Jaden.
First of all, them layups should have really been done. I really was tripping. But, I don't know. You kind of explaining I kind of do got a smooth little play style. I just go out there and play. You know, he said I get in my head, and I kind of do. But
yeah,
when all of that's out the window, bro, I feel like I'm just unstoppable. Can't nobody really guard me.
That's a good mentality to have. Now, Kylie, I'm going to throw it to you. You're the nominee leader. Last time I checked on the girls' side for the Player of the Week poll. Why should you win the award, Kylie?
I think I should win. I've stepped into a big role. We've got a lot of underclassmen. I've been trying to lead them, just playing my game, but trying to uplift them at the same time. But I've worked hard for this.
Yeah, 100%. Kylie Martin, nominee for Player of the Week. Jaden Wilson as well. To my right is Clarissa McFarland. I called you one half of the Twin Towers. Are you familiar with that, Clarissa?
Yeah, I'll be knowing about that.
Yeah, so Clarissa knows ball. And folks that have been listening, you've heard me reference it on the broadcast. Clarissa, explain what barbecue chicken means. You talked about it on the show one time. Just tell folks what that means, because that's referenced on the broadcast sometimes.
I mean, so when we was playing for NQs, we was down by 2, or like 2 or 3, whatever. They made one heck of a shot at the very end, and then we had to come back. Kylie Martin over here, our nominee, she hit our last shot to win the ball game, and it's just barbecue chicken.
Plain and simple, that's barbecue chicken. Now we got Preston Haywood and Malachi Wilson over here on the boys' side as well. Preston, just want to come to you. Coach said you're a shooter, so just give us your favorite shooter that plays at the pro level. Is it a Klay Thompson, Steph Curry? Who do you model your game after? Because Coach was really talking you up. Says you're due for a big shot, Preston.
Yeah. I don't know about the Steph Curry, though, but like.
Is there anybody you look at, or you just model your game yourself?
I mean, yeah. Steph Curry, I was watching him.
Yeah.
Like at a young age, I always looked up to Steph Curry, but like.
Not there yet. Not there
Probably
yet.
never. Probably never.
Well, Preston Haywood, you can definitely shoot it. I know your moment is coming. Now, walk me through these last couple of wins. You and the team have been pretty much on a winning streak down there in Mount Pleasant. How have the vibes been in the locker room, and how have you guys been kind of on an upward trajectory?
Honestly, we've been locked in every game ever since, like what Coach Boyd said. Ever since like the snow hit, we've been coming into practice locked in every single day. The locker room mainly we just blast the music all day. We just stay locked in up in there. I mean, yeah, we're gonna be rowdy and stuff, but I mean,
right.
Once Coach Boyd comes in there, it's all locked in and stuff. we can't. Yeah, it's just like flip the switch.
Yeah,
that's all it is.
Definitely. Now, Malachi Wilson on the far end here comes in and gets some highlight plays throughout the games. Had a huge double-double early in the season. Malachi, how have the vibes been on your end? It's been a lot of success as of recently for Mount Pleasant. How have you been feeling?
Really, really good. I get to prove myself. Last year I didn't get to play. Now I get to get a lot of playing time. I get to prove myself.
Now, Malachi, I got to ask a question. I see a lot of the Mount Pleasant guys rocking headbands. Is that like a thing? Did you just start doing that, or what's with the headbands down there in Mount Pleasant?
I seen Baby wearing one. I was like, yeah, I need one too. But when I lock in, it got to come off.
It's got to come off. Now, guys, I want to ask you, do you think there's a chance that by the end of the season everybody can wear a headband?
We'll see.
Do you think so, Jay?
We'll see.
Maybe not me. I don't know. Maybe. Mike.
Now, the Mount Pleasant Lady Tigers have got some big games coming up for district seeding. As Coach Johnny Stewart said, Clarissa, how are you preparing for the rest of the season? You got district play coming up really soon.
Yes. We have a really big game tomorrow night. It's our senior night. We're really locked in right now. We went over some press breaks because we know that's what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
That they're going to pop out as soon as the tip-off press. So we worked on that a bunch today, and some new inbound plays, which is really going to help us a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then we play our district game on Friday, and against Hampshire. We're really locked in. We really want to win. We haven't had that much success, but I know we're locked in right now.
That's extremely good to hear from Clarissa. They're locked in. Kylie Martin, you're on the scouting report. You had 24 points in a recent game. How are you preparing for the rest of the season, knowing people are going to try and stop you, Kylie?
I mean, if they want a piece of us, they can come on and get it. But, me, Clarissa, Emma, Tia, that's a double stuffed Oreo right there.
Double stuffed Oreo. That's another nickname. Coach Boyd was talking about the nicknames. They just gave me another one. Now, come back to the guys. Jaden Wilson, we were talking on the broadcast. We said, you remind us of a player from the 80s, just so smooth. James Worthy type, going to the basket. Magic Johnson, just smooth. Dr. J. And that's extremely a compliment because those players are some of the greatest of all time. Who's a player that you look up to that you model your game after. Who is your favorite player, Jaden Wilson?
Yeah, KD.
Coach Boyd answers it for Jaden Wilson.
KD, Carmelo, Anthony. You said when you was broadcasting our little game, you said I got a Carmelo job. Carmelo. I be watching him all the time.
Okay, so that makes sense. It's that little jab move Jaden Wilson does. Now, Preston, you guys have got Battle Creek tomorrow. How are you preparing for that game as far as that one? And then Hampshire coming up, and then you got the district tournament. So what are you looking forward to as the season is progressing?
I feel like we just got to come just locked in, like I said earlier. That's just how we come in every single game, especially Battle Creek and all of that. We ain't got much longer, honestly. So, I mean, we just try to pull out every single game, like just come all in because, we got seniors.
Yeah.
And we've been playing with each other since we was kids,
Right. Yeah, you
So
definitely.
every game, we're just coming in locked in because, there's no telling when it can be over.
You definitely got to come in locked in and play for those people that might be their last game. You never know it. Malachi Wilson, I'm going to come to you. How does it being a player on Coach Boyd's team? He got a technical and he had to sit down and coach the team from a seat the other night. Talk about Coach Boyd's energy, Malachi. He's chuckling over here in the
I was
microphone.
right beside him. I thought he was going to hit him. I'm not going to lie.
You thought he was going to hit the ref? So what were you thinking? Did you think he was going to get ejected out of the game, Malachi?
At first, yeah.
Well, Coach Boyd ended up coaching the team to a victory from his seat along with Jason Miller sitting beside him. Malachi, you ended up going back in that game, making some plays. Is it different to listen to your coach who's not like moving down the sideline? He's just sitting there like in a chair. Is it different for you out there on the court?
Not at all, because you can still hear him.
Yeah. I'm sure he was being loud as well. Now, the ladies are coached by John A. Stewart. Clarissa, give me some things that Coach Stewart really says to you guys in the huddles and 30-second timeouts. I see her sometimes get animated, but what does she say to you guys to keep you motivated?
Really, she just tells us, how focused we got to be because, we only get a 30-second break for her to tell us what we need to do and how we need to stop whatever's going to happen, especially whenever we got the ball and we try to come out, with what we need to do. It's really last game, we was playing and we had one play, one shot, it was maybe 6-7 seconds on the clock, and we had to stop. Who did we play?
Collinwood, the recent one.
Yeah, and number 22, shooting all night. That's who we had to stop, and we got it knocked down. We stopped him from shooting,
Yeah, Coach Stewart giving some encouraging words. Kylie, is there anything different Coach Stewart says to you in the huddle? You've got a lot of points in some recent games. What does she say to you, knowing that they've got you circled, they want to stop Kylie Martin? Is there anything she says to you?
I wouldn't say specifically, but since I played for her last year too, and since then she's always told me if you don't believe in yourself, kid, nobody is. And I think I've really dug deep into that this year. That I got to do it for myself.
Definitely. Now, ladies, I asked the guys this. Clarissa, I'm going to come to you first. Who's some players you look at, guys and girls that play basketball, that you like and also that you kind of try and play like out there on the court?
All right, so quit jumping up and down.
She's talking to Coach Stewart, who's jumping up and down the crowd, folks.
No. I'm a real big LSU fan. Last year especially, Angel Reese, I used to look up to her the most, and I haven't watched her much now because I'm just trying to focus in on our season and watch our film and be prepared for the next steps because I'm a senior and I got to be looking out for what my next step in my journey is for basketball and if I'm going to be able to get to play anywhere else other than Mount Pleasant. And Angel Reese has definitely been a big impact in my life.
100%. That's a good choice. I'm an Angel Reese fan as well. Kylie, who is it for you? Who do you look up to out there on the basketball court?
Men-wise, I'd say KD all day.
Popular choice. Jaden?
Me and Jaden actually talk about it. But female-wise, I think I got a good mix of Jada Wilson and Juju Watkins.
Okay, I like that. That's a good choice as well. Well, folks, we've been listening to Mount Pleasant. On the ladies' side, we got Kylie Martin, Clarissa McFarland. Kylie Martin in the driver's seat for the Front Porch Sports Network Player of the Week. We'll find out if she won. On the other side of this, Jaden Wilson was the nominee. On the boys' side, Preston Haywood, who's due for a big shot, says Coach Derek Boyd, and Malachi Wilson, who thought his coach was going to punch the ref, folks. He thought he was going to punch the ref in a most recent game. They're going to be in action tomorrow night versus Battle Creek. Get down there to Mount Pleasant. It's senior night. Got a lot of stuff going on. Get down there, watch these two teams play. Thank you, players, for joining me on this panel. We'll have the Player of the Week announcement on the other side of this break. Thank you, Mount Pleasant, for joining the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable, local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Maury County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
Got wings? Alex's Tacos and Wings, winner of the best Mexican food and tacos in Maury County. But did you know that we also have all kinds of the best chicken wings? What's your favorite flavor? Like 'em hot? Pair your meal with a drink from the bar. Delicious food for the entire family is moments away. Alex's Tacos and Wings, 2202 Circle Drive in Columbia. Visit alexstacosandwings.com or check us out on Facebook. Alex's Tacos and Wings. Come take a bite.
Welcome back to the Maury County Public Schools Sports Zone. We reached the most important part of the night where we crown our Players of the Week. I'm going to run through the candidates who were announced at the top of the show, nominated by their coaches, stars across Maury County. On the boys' side, we got Shay Hamlin from Spring Hill, 17 points, 5-8 3-point makes in a win over Creekwood. Earlier this week from Battle Creek, Landon Fox. The coaches talked about him up here on the panel. He's got the same name as me. I'm Landon Secrets. He's Landon Fox, way better at basketball than I ever was. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, 4 3-point makes in a win last night versus Hampshire. From Columbia, we got Tayshawn Moore, who's a shooter. Coach Washington said that. He's averaging 14.5 points over the last 2 games. From Mount Pleasant, we got Jaden Wilson, 19 points and 4 rebounds, 16 points and 4 rebounds, 2 wins over Culleoka and Collinwood. So without further ado, announcing the Boys Player of the Week, it will be Mr. Jaden Wilson from Mount Pleasant. Was just up here on the panel. Going to receive this wonderful Puckett's gift card, Mr. Jaden Wilson. Jaden, stick around. We're going to get a picture with you guys, the winners, here in just a moment. We're going to run down the girls' nominees sent in by their coaches, top performers across the county. On the girls' side, from Spring Hill, we got Alasia Harrison, Mrs. Do-It-All is what we call her, here on the Front Porch Sports Network, 17 points versus Creekwood. Earlier this week, Battle Creek, Justice Wade, rebounding machine, 6 points, 11 rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds against Spring Hill. She's a force. From Columbia, we got Natasia Barner, 18 points, 3 rebounds, 4 steals, 5 3-point makes last night versus Independence. And from Mount Pleasant, we got Kylie Martin, who had 24 points and 3 steals versus Collinwood. So without further ado, the girls' player of the week is going to make it a Mount Pleasant sweep. Kylie Martin wins the girls' player of the week on the Front Porch Sports Network. Congratulations to Kylie. We're going to grab a photo with Kylie and Jaden at the end of the show. We thank you for listening here on 101.7 WKOM, joining us here at Puckett's, or watching live on streaming. Be on the lookout for our broadcast the rest of the week on the Front Porch Sports Network YouTube page, Facebook page, all those platforms. We're going to be at games across the county tomorrow, Friday, and McDonald's shootout on Saturday between Columbia and Spring Hill. Murray County's version of Duke, North Carolina. Huge rivalry will be broadcasted on the Front Porch Sports Network. So for Landon Sechrist alongside Clayton Harris here at Puckett's Restaurant, we're going to sign off here and get back to work covering basketball games around the county. Thank you for listening to us, folks, and have a great night.